third. I got double Elam. Oh, is this top 8? Yeah. Oh yeah, we're just checking if it's best of 5. What? I think it's best of 5. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, dude. So Walmart shoes. This is him coming to a Kame house, which is truly like the litmus test in Georgia. Like, you can have crazy runs at other ones. If you do well at a Kame house, you're the goat. But yeah, I'm definitely a believer in. Yeah, I think at this point you have to be a believer. He's already got 5 PR wins and 3 locals. Dude, being a cop hater is just like not the way. But yeah, so I will say like one thing that people have talked about is like we have not we did play against Pug, but like we have not seen we've not seen him play against a whole lot of like characters that aren't like fast fallers, you know. So I'm curious to see how he'd fare against people like Rourke, you know, or you know, how he does against Peach. I want to see how he would do against you know, against PETA. I'd want to see how he'd do against, you know, there's a lot of mid-level that I think are worse matchups off the rip for Game & Watch that he's he'd be missing. Yeah, so we also got Miles on the mic here. You get farmed by Game Watch. Here's the thing, like I'm saying this as a full believer. Like that when that guy comes to a tournament, he's literally getting seated above Bag and Audrey. Like he's literally like he's just earned that seat. So but the only thing is that like all I'm saying is like we haven't seen him play against all of Georgia mid-level yet. We don't know how much blood he'd shed, you know. But I definitely am a believer. He's clearly a very talented player, and I think I would not be surprised at all if he dethroned Focus. But yeah. Also, I was curious. We were talking about this. I was like, I had no idea who Cornell would play if he played against Walmart shoes. Like, Cornell is honestly, when I'm speaking of people who would be like a good test for Walmart shoes, Cornell is like near the top of that list because he's just like old school. He's like an old school like player. He's got the knowledge on all the matchups. Like, if you want to ask him about, you know, like Roy ICs, he probably can tell you about it, you know. So I feel like he's probably got some sauce in this matchup.
When Game & Watch throws you, look at where his hands are moving you. And also pay attention to the stage position, because then you can guess correctly on which throw it's going to be. If you move from back to forward, it's forward throw, and then forward to back, it's going to be either any of the other ones. So just pay attention to that, okay?
And as I was saying, like we all are Walmart shoes. For me, all of the local attenders, I will say, like Georgia Melee, we've already been won over by Walmart shoes. We've been showing him mad love. He's super sick, super nice guy. So I'm definitely glad he's in the scene. But you know, for now, I'm trying to see my boy Cornell do work. You know. Yeah, I do remember talking to him after one of our sets. He did say that FOD was his favorite stage. I'm surprised there was no FD pick. I mean, to my knowledge, all of the chain grab shenanigans still work on Falco that they do on Fox.
But you get pillared.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Your shield is super small.
Yeah.
It's not like you can like shield grab a lot. You have to get a raw grab against Falco on like FD when like you can use the platforms to kind of mix up your edge cancels and like come down with specific aerials to kind of mess with his timings.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because like Game & Watch sometimes, in order to approach, needs those like edge cancels to kind of trick up your movement and your approach timings.
Yeah, but right now, as I mentioned, like all my Walmart shoes believers, this is exactly what I meant, dude. Like Georgia mid-level is not. It's like, yeah, he kind of had like he played a couple of spaces and then would play like Bag and Audrey, who clearly were getting gapped in the matchups in those sets. But you know, like there's a lot of people out here who could take a set. I think Walmart shoes dropping one to me means that he could drop one to a lot more of the Georgia mid-level. I am like by no means I think like that, like much better than a lot of our mid-level players.
You also have to think how many times I've probably played a game of Life in his entire melee like lifespan. Probably a good bit, a lot more than like Mag and Audrey, considerably.
Yeah, like yeah, that's what I mean. Like Cornell's like old school stripes just make him a lot more likely to be ready for these kinds of matchups off rip, and like you can see it. Yeah. I will say he did play Aaron, another mid-level dual spacey, on the tournament on Thursday, and the general vibe that I got was that clearly a lot less comfortable against Falco than against Fox. And yeah, we got another 2 stock. Cornell putting together a good run tonight.
Shield, so I personally don't think the Game Watch can sit in like shield a lot because it drains so much. And like one laser on shield in the air, you're actually potentially shield poking a lot more than other characters.
Yeah. So
like certain percent can combo and certain percent can just outright kill. Oh, nice. Yep, goodbye. One read on the fence.
yeah, Cornell's the GOAT. I gotta say he was playing pretty well today. Like when I played him, he beat me, and it was definitely like one of those moments where I felt like he was kind of a little on, you know. But that's the thing about Cornell is like sometimes you see the Cornell bracket and you see some of the losses, and you're like, oh, like is this how he does? And then you see the other ones, and it's like game 5 against 2 PR players and stuff. So I think, you know, all I'm saying is like Cornell when he's hot is a problem for anybody in the scene. Like that's just reality. Dude, he's crazy, dude.
But your legs are invincible, so it makes sense. Right? Like
You just charge it. You don't get at certain spacings. You won't get like poked by the up B. And then like now, all this extra credit is just so much more worth for him because he can just nickel and dime. Because Game & Watch is gonna start dying around like 90% to some things. Yep. Goodbye.
Yeah, I feel like Cornell just plays with like the right level of like, not disrespect, but just like the right level of like, I'm a better character than you whenever he plays against these low tiers and mid tiers. Like, yeah. Also, I just noticed this. Cornell did have to upset Bag to get here.
oh yeah,
So right now, not you know,
bad moment.
yeah, mad momentum, fresh off a PR win. Yeah, Bag got a rough tournament, getting eliminated by Blank and C Money. Definitely not the same standard we were seeing before.
Cornell for
Cornell for PR. If we had a 15-man going, Cornell could slide easily. But I don't think he's sliding the 10 in the 10 spot, unfortunately.
season just started.
That's true. Season is young.
Is that down to one shield like that? It's a nice play. Alright, here we go. We're gonna guess the game. I'll take it. Yep, stop it. This one. Pass the ball. Space.
Yep.
Space.
Let's see. Yeah. Interesting the decision to key there. I think that was probably like a slide off read would be my guess. Oh yeah, I will say Walmart Shoes loves like reading tech in and tech in place with up smash. Oh, and the edge cancel bear will seal it. Clean 3-0.